That's it. The time has come, people. Not only my back, it's close season. And you know how I feel about close season? I absolutely love close season. And we're starting down here in Funland. It's a very empty Funland, actually. Everyone's just sort of disappeared. So whilst they disappear, we'll take the opportunity to have a look. Now, the spinning coaster is open for the Christmas event, which isn't quite sold out yet, but it's getting very, very close. Some new scenes going in there. And they start with the small coaster, which is the spinning one down at the bottom. And as you can see, all new wheels. So this has come apart, this has already been tested, it's been sandblasted down, and it's being repainted as we speak. It will go back on the track next week, ready for the event. And you can see that they're currently doing this now. This is the bit they're working on. So I know, and I can smell that this is very fresh, shall we say. And these are the axles. And of course the couplings. And then the wheel assemblies. And again, it's a huge thank you to the park. They just sort of let me get as close and have a look at all their bits as they go round. But yeah, all new wheels. I'll try and find out how much they cost. Look, just easy as. Now I know it's not cheap. I will try and find out how much they cost. Tiptoeing round to here, and of course other bits are painted and then covered up, ready. Bolts are separated so they know which ones go where when it goes back, to make life a little bit easier. And then the bases are outside, so we will go out and have a look at the bases as well. But obviously there's more in here. These are actually the axles from the log flume boat, so these haven't been tested yet. They've been taken off. He said they'll be tested here for cracking, obviously. These are off the water sprayers from Paulton's Park, which have been purchased and will be coming out here next year. So the little spray guns you go, they'll be coming here for next year. Now over here we've got parts of the Cyclone. These are actually arcade machines. I can see these are arcade machines here. And more frames as well for the Twister. Now we'll go around these bits, so we'll walk on the boards too much because obviously everything is drying. And we'll see the Twister cars. Now that is being painted out there. It's being primered at the moment with a grey, and you can see the one through there. And again, we will go outside and have a look as well. And here are all the Twister cars all covered up. We'll come back to these. These are the Twister parts that are being taken off. Now we can see the bases for the spinning coaster. They're out here. They've not been looked at yet because obviously all the parts have been looked at. And then none of this top area is open for the winter period. This is all sort of worked on slowly over the close season. Here are the Twister bases again for the cars. Again, these will be worked on once the ride's finished testing inside. And you can see actually since we last went, they have got all new plugs and things. They didn't have these last year. They were being done last year when we checked them out. So they have been done since. We'll take a look at the Dumbos. The Dumbos on their little stools. Not really a lot to do with them, in honesty. Most of the work, as you can imagine, and testing is on the metal arms. It's a lovely example. It really is a lovely example. So large coaster are not open for winter. So the cars are off. And I believe the cars are over there. I'm not sure whether they've started working on them quite yet. We will check that. And of course here these are. Now these were actually last year. I mean, we watched them last year go through. These were all stripped down and repainted. And you can just see the wear they get just for a season. Just for a season wear. And again, these will be touched up and painted. All of this will be tested and redone. But all this was done last year. And that's the general wear and tear you get. And you can see as well, and you'll see over there, they do primer it all down. It is all primered first and then painted back over. But yeah, the sea air, the salt air really does do the hammering. But they'll be worked on, and of course the coaster will be worked on as well as they bring it all together. But yeah, you can see the hard work. I mean, I've only been away 2 weeks since it was Halloween. In 2 weeks they've completely stripped the small coaster, they've got it down, they've tested it all, they've primed it back, they've got it all painted, they've got brand new wheels on it. You know, this is the kind of effort that these parks have to put into it. Loads, absolutely loads. It's just amazing. Now these are taken off and stored undercover. I will say they store them undercover, don't leave them out for the elements unnecessarily, and these haven't been worked on yet. They will be worked on, of course. Everything will be stripped down and tested. No rush for this one. It's not being opened over winter, so no rush for this one. But again, allows you to get some really close views of what's going on. Quick glimpse of the old Halloween. Destination Z was changed for this year. As we come around to the Miami. Now the Miami is wrapped up for the winter period. Again, this isn't worked on till the new season, but it is protected away. Now Dragon's Rush is enjoying its first close season here at the park, and you'll notice that all of the cars have been lifted off to not get flat spots on the wheels. We talk about flat spots on the wheels, particularly on Mandrill Mayhem, which suffers from flat spots where it isn't raised off at night. You got to imagine that's considerably heavier than these, but these will still develop flat spots over a course of time of it not being used. And again, the main mechanics are in the middle of the ride. They're not sort of these bits. There's really nothing in these apart from the restraints. So it'll be the arms and things that are tested in the new year as that one comes together. But yeah, oh my god, so much going on in the park. We'll now go around and have a look at the other bits. You can see primering going on that one. That's why that one's grey. So that's why you've got the primer on there. And of course it will be repainted blue. This one's still to be done before it goes back onto the twister. This is the area that is open for Christmas. You can see they're starting to put some decorations up. You've got the bikes. You've obviously got the balloons. Now these were stripped down not that long ago. The balloons were stripped down. I'm quite sure they were stripped down before Christmas. I could be wrong. Not 100% sure. Don't quote me on it. But again, they will be done once again as time approaches. And you can see as well they are doing some painting and cleaning. It's constant. It's absolutely constant. I think people think when it gets to November there's just nothing happening, and it's just not the case at all. It really isn't the case. It's still all systems go. They're arguably busier now, and I've said this all along, the parks are as busy, if not busier, during the close season than what they are when they're actually open and people are, you know, enjoying the attractions. Aztec Falls is undergoing some work. You can see that is undergoing some work now. That's all been strapped and that's all being looked at as we speak. And you can see, in fact, I think the boards that have come off over here, which are being repainted, have come from here whilst work happens, even on scenery backdrops and things as well. Whilst you know, the ride's being done, everything is looked at. Trainless Tuesday is actually Trainless Tuesday. And of course the spinning coaster, as we know, the car is elsewhere. That is not on track. That is very much apart, and we will have a look at that because the tops for it are over there. Even though the bases are being done elsewhere, the tops for it are over there. And we will go up and have a look at absolutely nothing here. So again, brakes and things, all of this will all be looked at whilst the ride is undergoing its maintenance. And this is back open for Christmas. The sheer amount of work is just crazy. It really is crazy, the amount of work they have to do. And this is why I like coming down and seeing it. I love coming down and seeing it anyway. I just think it's amazing to see. But it's also to highlight to you guys just how hard they have to work. You know, it doesn't matter on the size of the park. This is how hard they have to work to keep the rides up and running. And you know, it's such a small period of time for a park this size. You know, it's not the size of some of the larger parks with unlimited sort of engineers or lots and lots of engineers. You know, they've literally got a couple of weeks to take the spinning coaster apart, which you see here, get it all tested, get it repainted, put all brand new wheels on it to get it back open 3 weeks later for people to enjoy at Christmas. It's just amazing. No matter what the size of the park, the pressures are on exactly the same. They do a fantastic job down there. I've always said they do a fantastic job down there. And here are the shelves. Again, nothing really to these because the restraints come up the middle. These are just shelves, they're not like attached to anything, and apart from the seat belt, which will also be tested, there's no, not a lot going on these. A few lights, I think, as well. But everything will be tested, and these are stored here with all the bits of the twister inside, as you can imagine. This is the twister. All strapped up, making sure that nothing bends unnecessarily without anything on. Ready to go. I would imagine they will fold this at some point. I don't know whether they'll do that before Christmas. They usually fold it. They might not fold it, but they usually fold it. And even the yo-yos. I don't remember seeing the yo-yos, but I'm guessing they're inside of the workshop, tucked around the back. They're apart as well. Also not open for the Christmas period. So the bottom end of the park is open for Christmas. If you have a Christmas ticket, carousel, bikes, balloons, jungle safari, Aztec Falls and a spinning coaster, you'll be able to enjoy for Christmas. And of course the Christmas grotto, which we know is being extended this year, and we know is going to have a brand new scene as well. I need to see if I can get inside to see that at some point. But the Winter Wonderland here is fantastic, and they are of course swapping over from Halloween. I would expect this Halloween booth to come down before Christmas starts, and all the Halloween bits there to come down as well before Christmas starts. And as you can see, Winter Wonderland is very much kicking on. Funland Hailing Island Christmas opens in just 10 days time. 10 days. 11 days potentially. I'm slightly off with my days at the moment, but it opens weekend after next. It's still not sold out for early days. Later days are sold out. If you want to experience Christmas, come and experience it. You saw a quick sneak peek there of the new Grinch walkthrough area. They did have the Grinch before, but it's been expanded, and there is something else new as well, a surprise at the beginning, which we're not going to ruin. Working really hard down here at Funland, as you can imagine, during close season. Yeah, I just love seeing it. I absolutely love seeing it. Massive thank you for them for letting me have a little look. Loads of work still to do though for them.